Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Suhail Ahmed and today we are going to configure BGP in Cisco Packet Tracer. BGP stands for Border Gateway Protocol. This protocol used to exchange the routing information. Internet service provider mostly use this protocol. Today we are going to configure BGP, but still if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and also click on the bell icon so you can get notification of every new video. Now to configure BGP, I take 3 routers. So for the connection of these routers, click on the connection cable. Now let's color the router area. There must be a one network between these two router 0 and router 1. So I take IP address 192.168.10.0 and these two IP addresses 192.168.20.0. Now let's start to configure the router. Click on the router 0, go to CLI, no, enter. Now go to the enable mode, EN, go to the configuration mode, config T, enter. Now the router 1 port is S2/0, so write here int S2/0, enter, and the IP address is IP add. So here the IP address is 192.168.10.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, enter. Oh sorry, after 192 here should be a dot, so again right here 192 dot, enter. So here you can see a clock, so adjust the clock rate 64,000, enter, and then no shut and then exit. To save the configuration, write WR, close this, and then configure the router 1. Go to CLI and go to the enable mode, write EN, and then go to the configuration mode, write config T, enter. Now the router 1 has 2 port S2/0 and port S3/0. So now write here int S2/0, enter. S2/0 is connected with this network, so write here the IP address IP add 192.168.10.2 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, enter, and then no shutdown, enter, and then exit. And then the second port is S3/0, so write here int S3/0, enter. Now the IP address for this port is this one, so write here IP add 192.168.20.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, enter. So here you can see that the clock sign with this port 3/0, so you can adjust the clock rate 64,000 or 32,000 or 128,000 as you want. Enter, then no shutdown, enter, then exit, and then save the configuration, write WR, and here you can see that building configuration, so it means that the configuration is saved now. Cancel. So now configure the router 2, enter, go to CLI and then write here and no, then go to the enable mode, write EN, then go to the configuration mode, write config T, enter. Now the router 2 has only one port S2/0, so write here int S2/0, enter, and the IP address is from this network, so write here IP at 192.168.20.1 is used from this port as 3/0, so write here .2, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, enter, no shutdown, no SH, enter, and then exit, and then again exit, and then to save the configuration write WR. So you can see that building configuration, so it means the configuration is saved now. Close this. Now here we are going to write the router ID which we use later, so write here router ID 10.10.10.1, Control C, Control V, and here the router IP is 20.20.20.1, and then right here 30.30.30.1. Now click on the router 0, click here, go to the configuration mode, write config T, enter. Now to set loopback ID, write here int loopback. Here you can write any number, 5, 10, 15, enter. Now here you can see that change state to up. So now provide IP address, and the IP address is for loopback IP at 100.10.10.1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, enter, then exit, exit. Now provide the router information for BGP, go again to configuration mode, config T, enter. Now write here router BGP, and here the router number, you can take any number 100, 10, 20, so I take 10 for first router, and 20 for second router, and 30 for third router, enter. This number is just used for identification. You can write any number here. Now add the router ID, so write here BGP router ID, and first router ID is here the router ID 10.10.10.1, so here 10.10.10.1, enter, and then exit, and save configuration, write WR, then close this. And now for second router, click here, go to CLI, and now go to the configuration mode, write config T, enter. Loopback ID is just for the first router, so write here router BGP, enter. Write number after BGP, enter. Now BGP router ID, so the router ID for the second router is 20.20.20.20.20.1. enter, exit. And now for the third router, click here, go to CLI, and now enter the configuration mode, config T. Now write here router BGP 30, enter, and the router ID is BGP router ID 30.30.30.1. From here you can see that, enter, and then exit. Close this. Now we also need the information about the neighbor router, so they can exchange any thread information with each other. For that, click on the first router, router 0, click here. Now to enter the routing mode, first enter in the configuration mode, write config T, enter, and now for the routing mode, write router BGP 110, enter, and now enter the neighbor information. So write here neighbor. So now here you should write the IP of this port. Right here 192.168.10.2, and then remote AS, and then BGP number of this router. So this router 1 BGP number is 20, so write here 20, enter. Now exit. So exit, show the IP route, show IP int brief. So here you can see that the network 192.168.10.1 is up, and the loopback is also up. So close this. To configure the second router, router 1, click here. This router has 2 ports, so the first write router BGP 20, enter. So write here neighbor. So here the neighbor IP address is this one, 192.168.10.1, and remote AS is 10. The first router, router 0, BGP number is 10, then enter. And now enter for the second port. So write here neighbor. So this port IP is 192.168.20.2, and remote AS 30, enter, then exit, enter, and close this. And then the third router, router 2, we are also in configuration mode, so write here router BGP 30, enter. The neighbor IP is S3 over 0, so write here 192.168.20.1, remote AS 20, enter. So this is also up, then exit from here, also exit. Now show the IP interface, so write here show IP int brief, enter. So now here you can see that the port 192.168.20.2 is up. We know that the BGP protocol is used to exchange information within router. So if router 1 enter any network, it should be add in router 2 and router 3. Click on the first router, router 0, and to add the network, first write router BGP 10, enter. First go to the configuration mode, write config T, enter. then write here router BGP 10, enter. Now add the network 100.10.10.0 and the subnet mask is mask 255.255.255.0, enter, and then exit, and then again exit. Now to show the IP route, right here show IP route, enter. Here is the network which we add in router 1, so let's check in router 2 and router 3. Click on the second router, router 1, CLI, and then exit from the configuration mode, and then show IP route, enter. Here you can see that the router information is exchanged via router 1. Here the first router port IP address. Similarly we can check from third router, so click on the router 2, CLI, and then right here show IP route, enter. So here you can again see that the information is seen from the third router. Hopefully you understand why we need BGP protocol and how to exchange the information between router. So if you like my video, click on the like button, subscribe my channel, and also click on the bell icon so you can get notification of every new video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.